Hello, peoples. It's been a couple days, I know. Today is the 5th of January, 2018, and I'm on my way to work through a really, not super bad anymore, but through a bit of a snowstorm, and the roads are covered in snow. I don't know how much they've actually gotten out to do plowing yet today, but it does not look good. So it's gonna be a long day. Was supposed to be there 15 minutes ago, but with they canceled school today because of the weather. James didn't go, and obviously I had to stay home until someone came home to be with him. So I'm currently leaving to go to work. Maybe I'll see if Al wants me to stay an extra half hour tomorrow to make up my time. I don't know, we'll see. But I am in tomorrow. I think I'm the opening cashier. I'll have to double check. Other news. On Tuesday night, Hannah and I recorded our first podcast, and as of right now, obviously, it's before I posted this, because I posted it this morning, and we have our first podcast posted on both my YouTube account and Hannah's, because Hannah gets quite a bit more hits than I do, probably because she has probably 4,000 or 5,000 Facebook friends, so she gets a lot of hits. So we're hoping that can raise some interest in the podcast. Probably going to go over next Wednesday and record another one. And we'll see, before we actually put any money into it, we're going to wait for a little bit, see how well it does, and see how many hits we're getting, and comments and the like. So that's going to sit for a little bit that way. Then we're going to, probably going to make up an email for it, and even if it doesn't do well, I'll just use the email for something. I don't know. Just waiting for some cars to go by. It is very, very, it is. You can see by looking behind me how heavy the snow is in areas. The worst part is it's the cold. You got hit with a bit of a cold snap right after the snow. So it's snowing right now, but it's just very, very fine. And it's just kind of slick, so I'm being careful, and I really don't care if I'm too late. Al knows that I'm going to be late because I sent him a message this morning. Mom went in an hour early and still was only able to get out at 11. So he knows that I'm running late, and we have a small truck today, so it's not going to make a huge difference for the truck. We just need to kind of work on our seasonal set. So yeah, it's all posted. I'm going to make up an email account for it tonight, and a SoundCloud off of that email account tonight, so I can post it to that, either tonight or tomorrow. It's kind of interesting how small the sound recordings are. Yes, I only recorded it on my phone, but we had an okay mic. Unfortunately, we didn't realize till after it recorded that the mic wasn't an omnidirectional mic. It had to be set in a specific setting, so it didn't pick up Hannah's voice as well as it did mine. We had it about halfway between us. Next time we'll have it set a little bit better. Or I forgot my laptop, and we were going to do it with that, so we ended up using my phone. With my laptop, we can use my Snowball, which has a bit of a better sound detection to it. And if we do well, we'll start putting some money into it and see what we can do. So we got that posted today. We'll see how many hits it gets over the next day or so, and we'll have an idea of how well it does. Of course, the big test is once I actually get the actual site set up, the SoundCloud site set up, and once we have a separate YouTube channel for the podcast, we'll see how well it does there. Until then, we're not really going to put any money into it other than what we put into other things along the lines of like my laptop for the equipment, and the microphone that Hannah wanted for Christmas for other stuff anyways, because we'll be able to use it for like a wandering interview type microphone too if we ever do anything like that, which would be fun too. That would be fun. So yeah, that's really all I got for you today. I'm on my way to work. Hopefully I don't have much traffic issues, because I'm already 23 minutes late, and I told Al I'd be in probably about a half hour. I think I told him at least a half hour, but you gotta be safe. A job is not worth your life. So that's all I got for you guys today. Another Driving with Corey vlog. I should never really say that that's it, because you never know what you're gonna get. Because I have my phone, I have my flip cam that I can take footage with, so I can get stuff. I shouldn't just like do an end of day thing and just like edit it together instead of going a bit too fast. That's a little bit. Doing an end of day just update, or even just cutting off and saying bye or something. I don't know. Me, I'm constantly changing how I do these silly vlogs. I can never really figure out how I'm going to do them. But on a handy note, I went back on my diet. After one day on my diet, I've dropped like 3 pounds. Now, possibly a chunk of that is water weight, because I've cut out a lot of, with me going on this diet, I've cut out a lot of sodium. I'm not eating prepared food, so I don't have all that sodium being introduced into my system. So there's a chance that some of that weight was water weight, and we'll continue to see. I think that next week, or maybe even Sunday if Mom's free, because I found if you go over to the gym that I'm interested in, multiple people in the household get a membership, you get a break. So I'm gonna see about getting her over on Sunday with me, and we can sign up for our memberships, so we can get over there, because Mom can go over after work as long as she doesn't have to pick James up too soon. I can go after work, on my way home. So get myself in shape. That's my big goal for 2018. On top of getting myself a little more comfortable financially and seeing what we can do with the podcast. So podcast, this is going to be fun. So this time I'm really going. If I find anything else that's interesting, I'll just kind of cut it in as an afterthought type thing, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share, do all that good stuff if you want to see more of my boring life with me driving and just listening to me talk about stuff that probably only interests a couple people out there who are all friends and family of mine. All right, bye.